Good morning. My name is Dr. Karen May, and I'm the owner and physician here at Momentum Health Neuropathy Center. We're in Michigan, and we were introduced to Julie by a colleague of mine through the Visionary Forum, but also John was just a friend of a family friend as well. And John and I were at a conference, and we were talking about our struggles of finding good employees for some key positions at our office, and how working with recruiting companies, we had to pay so much money, and that the candidates were still not what we were looking for. My husband and I own this practice, though I'm the physician and he runs the business side of it. And we had a pretty extensive hiring process that worked great prior to COVID. And then after COVID, things have just changed. And finding the right employees who wanted to work back in office was also difficult for us. And so John's like, you got to talk to Julie. And so Julie, we had a couple of key positions. I needed to hire what we call a case manager, someone who helps and assists me after I do a full evaluation, and they deliver some of the program, but also manage the clients through the process of engaging with us and then doing the follow-up. And Julie did a great job of weeding out the candidates. So that was one of the biggest things. Because of where we're at in Michigan, there are requirements for unemployment for people just to apply to jobs. And so our Indeed ad would attract hundreds of applications, people who weren't even qualified. And so the beautiful thing about Julie was the fact that she went through all of those applications, figured out who was even pre-qualified. And before then, she did a phone call conversation with them before they even made it to my husband. And I had created our core values videos. We made certain that she helped us get in front of the right people. And then we went through that hiring process. It came down to a couple candidates, and we hired one candidate. He didn't ultimately work out, but that wasn't Julie's fault. It was his fault in the long run. We still went back to Julie. And I went back to Julie because the process was so seamless and so easy that we needed to hire a new health coach. So that was in September of this past year. We reached out, and she got the ball rolling, and she helped us nail it. We have the best health coach around. It is an exact core values fit for our office. She helped through that process. One of the other things that she utilizes is the working genius. And so if you haven't done it, it's been very insightful as a whole team just to see some of the gaps of people's strengths of where they fit within the team and where to rely upon people within their job role, but even just tap into some of their strengths for some other special projects. And so that has been pivotal of us just understanding where some of our gaps are within our team. And it just happened that the health coach also filled those gaps, which was really, really awesome. So Julie's just completely different. She's easy. She does a lot of it by email. I mean, she can talk with you too, but a lot of it's by email. It makes it super simple, and communication is excellent along the way. You know exactly what her fees are and up front, and so it's just refreshing to work with Julie. So nothing was surprising, right? She was very clear. She was upfront. She was easy to work with. I would absolutely recommend Julie. And we're a medical office, right? So I wasn't asking her to find a doctor but I was asking to find health coaches, certified health coaches. And I would say that she has just insight and intuition as she's talking with people to understand. She just knew our business too. She knew what we were looking for. She was defending our core values. So she wasn't putting people in front of us that didn't have our core values or close to our core values. And she's like, now you get to interview them. So by the time these candidates, I get to see the candidates, they've gone from hundreds of applications on Indeed and other services down to maybe 20 that make it through to Julie. Then it was about 5 that made it through to my husband. And like in this health coach role, there was probably out of those 5, 3 of them made it to me where I got to do some interviewing, and then they finally came. I had one person that I offered, an in-office interview with. It wasn't that the others weren't qualified. This one was just so qualified that worked amazingly well. So if you have any hesitation, just give Julie a shot. She will work with you, and she will fight for you to find the right people, and you'll enjoy the process through the entire time. So if just reach out to Julie. We trust Julie. When we need to hire again, we will definitely be using Julie and her company. Have a great rest of your day.